The moment two actors step into the same frame, a quiet shift often occurs in the room, a subtle charge that everyone on set can feel long before the cameras ever start rolling. When Tian Xiwei and Zhang Linghe were first linked together for their upcoming historical drama, the quiet whispers began as mere excitement over visual chemistry, but what unfolded behind the scenes quickly transformed into something far more compelling, intense, and deeply personal. To understand the magnetic connection that fans are now calling a true husband and wife rhythm, you have to look past the glamorous photo shoots, the official red carpet appearances, and the polished press events, and step into the quiet, unscripted moments where real human emotion takes over. From their very first script reading, witnesses noted an unspoken understanding between them, a shared rhythm in how they spoke, laughed, and reacted to each other's presence without a single word of instruction from the director. As filming progressed through long, exhausting days and freezing nights on location, that initial professional rapport deepened into a profound emotional sanctuary for both actors. On set, high-stakes period dramas demand an immense toll, requiring performers to strip away the defense mechanisms and live inside heavy, painful emotions for hours on end. Yet, between heavy takes, observers couldn't help but notice how Zhang Linghe instinctively stepped into a protective role around Tian Xiwei, whether by holding an umbrella to shield her from the scorching sun, quietly handing her a warm drink during freezing night shoots, or offering a steady, grounding presence when the heavy emotional scenes left her visibly drained. It wasn't just chivalry or polite professional etiquette. It was a deep, intuitive awareness of her needs that created an undeniable atmosphere of warmth and safety around them whenever they shared space. In the entertainment industry, where bright lights and relentless public scrutiny often force stars to build thick walls around themselves, finding someone who truly sees you behind the makeup and characters is rare. For Tian Xiwei, known for her vibrant, expressive energy and infectious smile, and Zhang Linghe, celebrated for his calm, towering, and deeply thoughtful demeanor, their contrasting personalities seemed to balance each other in ways that felt almost dynamic and effortless. Off-camera interactions captured by crew members and sharp-eyed fans revealed a gentle, comfortable domesticity, a way of teasing each other with familiar smiles, shared insider jokes, and synchronized movements that looked less like two colleagues working together and more like two souls who had known each other for a lifetime. When they stood side by side, the tension wasn't chaotic or performative. It was grounded, comfortable, and deeply protective, leading onlookers to describe the dynamic not as a fleeting romance, but as the quiet, unshakable bond of a couple deeply locked into each other's world. During public promotional events and joint appearances, that electric yet comforting energy became impossible to conceal, sending waves of raw emotion through millions of viewers who watched every micro-expression and soft glance. During interviews, whenever one would speak, the other's gaze rarely drifted away, listening with an intensity that transcended standard courtesy. There were moments when Zhang Linghe would lean in closely to whisper something into Tian Xiwei's ear, making her break into genuine, unscripted laughter that lit up the entire stage, completely forgetting the dozens of cameras pointed directly at them. It was in these candid, unpolished seconds, a soft hand lingering near a waist, a shared glance across a crowded room, an instinctual step closer when crowd noise grew too intense, that fans recognized something rare. It was the effortless synergy of two people who no longer needed words to communicate, operating in a shared frequency that completely shut out the chaotic world around them. As rumors began to swirl across social media and discussion forums, the label of a husband and wife pair attached itself to them not through scandalous tabloid leaks, but through the overwhelming sense of security, loyalty, and deep emotional resonance they projected together. People tuning in didn't just see two remarkably handsome lead actors going through the motions of a promotional circuit. They saw a haven of mutual trust, a bond forged through shared exhaustion, deep creative collaboration, and a quiet, undeniable affection that seemed to bloom effortlessly in the spaces between action and cut. Whether this powerful connection remains the ultimate display of artistic soulmates or a blossoming real-life romance, the sheer intensity of the shared world has captured hearts globally, leaving an indelible mark on everyone who catches a glimpse of the unspoken story written entirely in their eyes.